Welcome to Las Vegas, a city where billionaires fly in on private jets, celebrities vanish behind velvet ropes, and what happens in the penthouse rarely stays there. But behind the neon lights and poker chips lies a world few ever get to see, the ultra-exclusive, eye-wateringly expensive, and often outrageous parties of the rich and famous. Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain. This isn't about bottle service or VIP booths. We're talking private villas with security like a head of state, champagne fountains worth more than your car, and performers flown in from 6 different time zones just to entertain a dozen people. This is Vegas, but not as you know it. Las Vegas may be a playground for tourists, but the rich and famous play on an entirely different level. Sure, you've heard of penthouse suites, but in Vegas, those are just the beginning. Enter the hidden sanctuaries of the ultra-wealthy, luxury villas, invitation-only skylofts, and entire casino wings designed specifically to cater to billionaires, royals, and A-list celebrities. Let's start with the Empathy Suite at the Palms Casino Resort. Designed by provocative British artist Damien Hirst, this 9,000 square foot sky villa costs $100,000 per night, making it the most expensive hotel suite in the US. But what do you get for that price? A private cantilevered pool overlooking the Strip, 2 massive bedrooms, massage rooms, a salt relaxation room, a custom Hearst-designed bar stocked with top-shelf liquor, and a 13-seat lounge area with furniture made of medical waste and pill motifs. Yes, art meets decadence. Celebrities like Cardi B, Travis Scott, and Drake have either stayed or partied there. In 2019, after performing at the Palms, Drake threw a birthday bash in the Empathy Suite. According to insiders, the party featured a guest list limited to his closest circle, catered by Nobu chefs, and performances by surprise artists including Post Malone. Then there's the Sky Villas at the Aria, designed for high-rolling gamblers and celebrities who want absolute discretion. These suites are hidden behind unmarked hallways and come with biometric security, private elevators, and on-call concierges trained to fulfill nearly any request. In 2021, during a private tech summit, Tesla executives rented 3 Sky Villas for a series of ultra-exclusive gatherings. One of them included a 3D projection dome installed temporarily on the balcony, turning the night sky into a branded animated Tesla light show, only visible to guests inside. And let's not forget the Nobu Villa, often used for both private celebrity parties and brand activations. In 2019, Rihanna attended a secret Fenty Beauty event held here, featuring a curated guest list of influencers and high net worth investors. The rooftop deck was transformed into a Moroccan garden with rose petals scattered across the lounge areas, flowing sangria fountains, and personal fragrance bars for guests to create their own custom scent. These suites are more than just places to stay, they're fortresses of fantasy. Behind those doors, no paparazzi, no rules, just luxury, power, and often complete abandon. So who exactly are the people behind these million-dollar nights? The parties in Vegas aren't just random celebrity get-togethers. These are meticulously curated experiences where access is the true currency. They are a mix of Hollywood elite, tech billionaires, global royalty, and legacy families, the kind of people whose last names open doors or whose bank accounts can buy their own. Leonardo DiCaprio, known for his obsession with privacy, is a regular at hidden Vegas parties. In 2018, he reportedly co-hosted a private event with Tobey Maguire and a Saudi prince at the Cosmopolitan. The party required guests to sign NDAs at the door, and phones were placed in locked pouches. One insider revealed that a makeshift beach was built on the rooftop terrace, complete with imported sand, surfboard lounges, and a tropical breeze simulated by massive industrial fans. The total bill? Over $2.3 million, including $600,000 on vintage Krug champagne alone. Floyd Mayweather, Vegas's unofficial king, has hosted some of the city's most extravagant post-fight parties. In 2017, after defeating Conor McGregor, he booked out Girl Collection, his own Las Vegas gentlemen's club, where he allegedly spent over $1 million on champagne and private performances. He flew in over 100 guests on chartered jets, including friends from Europe and Africa. The event had full-time on-site doctors, masseuses, and a personal cigar sommelier. And then there are the anonymous power players, international bankers, hedge fund titans, crypto whales, people who don't need the spotlight. In 2022, an unknown Middle Eastern magnate reportedly paid for an entire nightclub, Zouk at Resorts World, to be closed for one night. Staff were paid double their rate, phones were confiscated at the door, and the artist Diplo was flown in under a fake name. Some say the guest list included billionaires from Dubai, Monaco and Silicon Valley, all partying like royalty, or maybe even with royalty. In Vegas, fame might get you invited, but wealth gets you anything you want. Now let's talk about the money. A standard rich and famous party in Vegas costs upwards of $500,000. But for the ultra rich, seven-figure budgets are not unusual. Let's begin with alcohol, a centerpiece of every A-list party. In 2016, billionaire entrepreneur Tillman Fertitta reportedly ordered a $250,000 bottle of Armand de Brignac Ace of Spades Midas for a private party at Omnia nightclub in Caesar's Palace. It was delivered with a parade of dancers, confetti blasts, and LED-lit bottle carriers descending from the ceiling in sync with the beat. The 30-litre bottle weighs over 90 pounds and contains enough champagne to serve more than 200 guests. At XS Nightclub at the Wynn, often ranked as one of the top-grossing nightclubs in the US, there's a special ultra VIP package offered to select clients. One anonymous high roller dropped over $700,000 in a single night in 2019, receiving not only magnums of vintage Dom Perignon and premium tequila, but also a 10-minute private fireworks show over the Encore pool, coordinated to his personal playlist. The nightclub had the entire pool emptied, drained and refilled the next day to remove the confetti and glitter fallout. Then there's entertainment. Forget hiring DJs. These parties book full-blown concert-level performances. When Diddy celebrated his birthday in Vegas in 2021, he chartered a stage into a private ballroom at the Venetian and paid $2 million for a surprise performance by Beyoncé. Guests were chauffeured from the airport in Rolls-Royce Phantoms, and each received a custom Cartier watch with their name engraved, as a party favour. But it goes even further. Some events use interactive art installations, like in 2022, when a Silicon Valley venture capitalist threw a neon forest-themed birthday in the Bellagio's private garden conservatory. The team brought in real trees wrapped in fibre optic lights, holographic wildlife, and dancers dressed as mythical creatures who would wake up from glowing cocoons. The production team was the same team behind Coachella's art installations. And what about security? Some high-tier events employ Israeli-trained private security, former intelligence agents, and even facial recognition software at entry points. In 2023, during a mega-private event hosted by a Russian media mogul at the Cosmopolitan, drones were deployed outside the perimeter to monitor for paparazzi, and one was allegedly taken down when it flew too close to a rooftop villa. Even food becomes an art form. For example, renowned chef Alain Ducasse catered a high-roller party in 2019, serving $5,000 per plate tasting menus including beluga caviar, white truffle-stuffed oysters, and Wagyu beef carved tableside by chefs in tuxedos. And dessert included a golden macaron infused with Louis XIII cognac, at $1,200 a bite. It's not just indulgence, it's engineered euphoria. Money doesn't just talk in Vegas, it performs. The parties of the rich and famous in Las Vegas are unlike anything most of us will ever experience. They're mesmerizing, opulent, surreal, a masterclass in indulgence. For the ultra-wealthy, these parties serve a deeper purpose. They're not just about champagne or celebrity selfies. They're about control, power, and the feeling of bending reality to your will. In a world where they can buy anything, these nights are the last thing that still feels thrilling, unpredictable, alive. Vegas gives, and Vegas takes. And when the music stops and the lights come on, only one question remains. Was it all worth it? Las Vegas is where the rich come to lose themselves. But what if there's a place where they never have to pretend at all? A place where billionaires dock their yachts like parking cars? Where privacy isn't bought, it's expected. If you think the parties in Vegas were wild, wait until you see what happens after dark in Monaco. Click the link to watch Monaco After Dark, the billionaire parties of the elite. Because the truly rich don't just play in Vegas, they rule the night in Monaco.